Alright, we're just gonna go in, and this is gonna be Sparkling Arrow Gaming versus IG Vitality. This is gonna be one of those games. It's part of the IMBA tournament that's going on currently right now. It's this first 2 minutes. We missed about a 2 minutes span. Not that big of a deal, but we'll catch up very quickly here. But it looks like RNG here is gonna be God King here, just kind of changing teams. But he's been tossed up here. And of course, this is 7.27D, and we're going to see a Snapfire mid going up against the mid Invoker here. So D Stones, again, let's look at last hits. 8 and 3 versus the Snaps 13 and 2, so he's a little bit behind. But we're going to start off strong. You know, it's first 3 minutes. Things really haven't changed, I think, in terms of patches and all that. So we're still kind of getting there. Scattershot is going to slow him down. Diso's just running for his life. He's got his, okay. I'm going to the bottom lane now. And this is a toss up. And they found God King in a bad spot. He's trying to spin away. No, not enough. And he does get killed. And that's the burst that Tiny brings. Last there, just doing a lot of work. The Ignite is going to just slow him down. But, man, that Tiny is just super fat. He should be fine. Like, you think you bring Ogre and you think, oh, I can just zone things out. But Tiny kind of does that. And he's got more burst. So in terms of versatility, he's just a very strong position 4. And it looks like he's going to try to run for his life here. The Ignite there. The Avalanche catches on 3. Slows him down. Irving is just looking to just TP away. The arrow's going to be off the mark. But the Fire Blast misses. Or he didn't actually get it because he didn't have vision. Because the arrow was just there. But the arrow was off the mark. And that's the biggest piece. Viper just TP's back in. He's still 24 and 3. So he's got a sizable lead here. Tiny's going to make his way to the mid lane, just kind of help secure runes, ensures that it wasn't there, and then this is super important for her, and I really like the way IG is playing here, making sure that both of the supports are rotating in time just for those runes, because it's super important, especially when you can just bottle up that haste. Spin here, Irving looks to be in a world of hurt with the Sun Strike as well, and boom, he goes down there. Nice little rotation, just getting caught out. Viper thought he was a little safe, because this is why you make them pay. Right? When the fact that they're going for runes and all that, and then you think, oh, you know, they'll have all day or whatever, but like that means that the supports are not in the lane, and you can kind of go on the Viper here. But the haste is going to be used, and this is the power of him. He's got the bottle, his scatter shot as well. He's been cold snapped. He's actually trying to hit. Okay, he's been cold snapped, so he can't really proceed further, especially with all those creeps hitting him and everything. So he does need to be a little bit careful. But you know, the power of the haste, you got to respect it. So he backs off here. And clock is still just level 1, which is very worrying at 5 minutes. And here comes Night Stalker. He's turning it up. He's going right up on that Naga. And again, we're just going to kind of let the camera work be done by Wind and Yuno at this point. They're the ones actually casting this one on the Dota platform. But, okay, Tiny's making his way over. They should be in a good spot considering. I don't think they have vision for this. But D-Stones is the only one that's 6. Oh, the Snapfire Cookie as well. And they've got the Avalanche. And the toss up. But he doesn't. Do they have enough? The Fire Blast is going to be there. The Cogs is going to lock him in. And the Ghost Walk, not enough. And he gets caught in KYXY and into the Mortimer Kisses. And he goes right up on that Ogre. XJC goes down. CJ, there we go. That's the one. And he's been tossed forward. Snapfire is going to go leap back. September is trying to run for his life. Butterfly is a little too slow, though. But a nice little turn of events. I think it was a 2 for 1. You trade it for a Clock who's, you know, again, what? Level... Where's Clock? I don't even see Clock. Clock level 2 at 6 minutes. A bit of a rough time. But, you know, this is where Night Stalker needed the levels to ensure that he's having a fine time in terms of the top lane. Toss. And, yeah, that's going to be a dead Marana. September. Sorry, buddy. This is November. And you're getting killed there. So, easy pick off there. Turn to 5 to 3. I've really had a dire. All 3 sides are kind of winning the lanes. My big issue is that I'm not a huge fan of this Viper pick. I don't like Viper in general. Yes, it's strong, but it does fall off. But if we're going to look at the build, just earn into Atos. Okay. You're going to be a little slower. Usually I want some sort of sustainability and all that. The earn I'm not such a huge fan of. Oh, here's the Cogs. Tried to actually protect the Viper here, but they're going to look to turn this. He's going to spin. The salve is going to work, but he's just going to spin TP. He went aggressively like he was going to go, and he's like, no, this is a bad spot. I can't run away from all these guys. Plus, you gotta be worried about that clock there. He's potentially very, very close. So, Jugs is gonna have to do the Walk of Shame. Fire Blast, there we go, into the arrow. That's a nice little combination into the Sunstrike, and that's very, very clinical there. Very, very nice fight there. Irving can't get any return kills because all he does is slow you, but he doesn't actually stun you or not. So, pretty good stuff there. Nice little rotation, and it looks like D-Stones is going to continue to just stay in the mid lane, as Invoker does. Just make sure he gets all those Sun Strikes whenever he can. Now, if we're going to the Night Stalker, very little impact so far. I mean, 7 minutes and 50 seconds, right? And I mean, still tops in terms of his net worth, but on his team, but he hasn't really been able to make pickoffs, right? And that's the spacing that you need, and that's the real power of the Night Stalker, which we're really kind of not seeing right now. So yeah, we're gonna go in Night Stalker. Here we go. He's gonna look to turn this up. He's cast Dark Ascension. He goes right for KYQX, but he's been arrowed now. Mortimer Kisses is actually throwing him back, and Batman goes down, and they've looked to turn this around, and they thought they were at advantage with the Dark Ascension, but no, unfortunately, this is a bit of an issue now. As I look to turn this one, nice little rotation there by Butterfly Effect, and making sure that they get this, and it looks like it's going to be the bottom T1. Mind you, this is a live game. I have no idea how long this is going to go, but Glyph is going to be used, try to slow things down, but I mean, it's just slowing things down. Eventually, you might as well Glyph, because obviously the cooldown goes off when you kill the T1, so it's back up again. So you might as well use it just to slow things down. But September here is only level 4, continuing to just farm what he can. God King has gone to the top lane, spin to win, make sure he gets all of those creeps. Backs up here, and yeah, I don't really know if you can really fight into this Naga here. Who's, I mean, yeah, he doesn't really have the whole items yet, but he's got a couple of mid-tier items, or early game items, excuse me. He's going to be going to a Yasha first into a Manta. It's pretty typical stuff for Naga. God King does have the totem, but does need to respect the tower damage there. And it's still nighttime, right? Yes, it's only for 30 more seconds, but Flyby's within the vicinity. I'm pretty sure he's been spotted there by that creep. They're going to look to focus on this. The illusions just pull away the creeps, but really not much you can do. I really wish Doodle here would just TP elsewhere, because there's really not much you can do, especially without the team. Yes, you have Siren at level 9. I think that's the norm when you get it just by then. But 10 minutes is now. Night Stalker picks up one, clock gets the other one, and it's going to be a fight. At least in the general vicinity. Yeah, last is going to be a little bit quicker there. Avalanche Toss combo into the Mortimer Kisses. They're going to try to find him, but Bruce Wayne, and it's just more of a covering Mortimer Kisses than anything else. And he just backs up here, and it's just on cooldown for like, what, another 100 seconds? So, nothing really to worry about there. Flybys can continue to push, create a little bit of pressure in the top lane, but the Invis is there. And now, Snapfire doesn't have the Mortimer Kisses, and it's just a numbers game right here. Flyby's within the vicinity. TPs are coming. Snapfire Cookie, they're going to start it off into the net, and Flyby gets killed. He thought he was the aggressor, but no. The Cogs is there into the spin, and he's looking to just spin on the clock. I mean, he's got nowhere to go if you're going to fight, but he's going to spin TP. XJC is going to be left for dead. Moonlight's going to be not enough, and it looks like that's going to be a 2 for nothing. And Clock with a nice little hook shot, just locking them in, making sure that they're not going anywhere, and the TP away. Especially since they're behind. Jugs really didn't want to fight that. Arrow here, just continue to farm. September is level 6. I think it took a little bit. I'm pretty sure it wasn't at the 10-minute mark, but it was closer to the 11-minute mark. But this is kind of a tale of how this game has gone, right? 9-4, 4K. The supports have been struggling, right? I mean, when your team is losing, generally speaking, the support's the first one. It's like poor man in real life, right? The economy's not going well. The poor man's going to feel that one first. But it looks like a smoke is here. They're trying to find September. They do have the illusion, so they do know it's nearby. They got the Atos, and that's the first reveal. September should just be slowly whittled down. Doodle's in the vicinity as well. They got the hook shot, which locks him in. I don't think he has TP on this one, and it doesn't look like he does, but he's going to Omni Slash for the Sunstrike, and it does end up killing the clock, so they got that the Tornado, which is just hit the tip. D-Stones end up picking up, but no return kill on that one. It's a 1 for 1, and it looks like they're going to back off here. I feel like this Invoker is super slow. Oh, just his brown boots. Midas brown boots. You don't want to go to a late game against somebody who's going to go Midas. He's looking to push this. But Night Stalker. This is the thing where I'm not a huge fan of Night Stalker, especially as an offlaner, because when you snowball, you have the easiest time of your life. This guy just goes crazy. But if you don't have a good game, it's hard to catch back up. So Doodle continue to farm here. Does have Yasha's on the way to Manta, and look at this. This is where things can be an issue. Naga, you never. It's like the Alchemist. You don't really want to go up, or you don't want to be behind. You don't want this guy to just free farm everything. So, and he does have Siren if they end up wanting to approach Naga. So, Tornado, Cold Snap that did connect. Hang on, let's get off of this, but no actual follow-up. Toss, yeah, into the creeps. Those are the Atos though, and he's looking to go Greaves next. I really don't like this urn pickup. I feel like that's more of like a tiny thing, but I mean, I guess for earlier charges, but he's only got one. And I mean, yes, the Tranquils into Blink, this is definitely what you need as last. So he's gonna go, now they're gonna go Cold Snap Meteor, and they've got the Star Storm as well, and the Arrow as well, and that's gonna slow him down. And he was about, I don't think he lost anything net wise. I think that I mean, he lost a little bit of gold, but I mean, it was he was within 100 gold. He wasn't going to lose too much. How much unreliable gold did he have? Oh, 1,000. Okay. Jugs continue to farm a little bit towards Battle Fury. Yeah, that'll speed things up. So he's got that. He should trade out the okay. All right, I was gonna say, why not the Iron Branch? But I think it was just a misclick there. And QYQX though, just patrolling the area. I mean, he knows it's 15 minutes soon, so that's going to be a pretty important timing. And man, this XCJ had a rough time in terms of just trying to get anything going. I feel like he's been level 6 for like the longest time. But space created, I guess. Naga here, continue to farm. Make sure he picks up the as much farm as possible. And all right, well, Snapfire was kind of neck and neck. I feel like a couple of the wasted Mortimer Kisses has slowed him down in terms of his ability to push. Do they actually have dust in case of the Ghost Walk from the Invoker here? But they're looking to just go high ground. They blink in forward. They've got it. Moonlight's going to be used instantly. They got the Fire Blast as well, the Hook Shot, and the Tornado, which is really nice. But the Mortimer Kisses is just covering. XCJ will die for that. And God King is within the vicinity. He's looking to just fight that with the, you know, alacrity there, just doing so much work. So they got a 1-for-1, a position 5 for position 4. Not the worst thing in the world. And they do need to be careful because Moonlight was used as well as Dark Ascension. So you just wait out the alts, and then maybe you go back in. And it looks like now is the time. Clock is there. He's got him, and he found Flyby. And the Cogs is there. He's going to back him up. He's going to sidestep the arrow, and they're looking to turn this on Flyby. So they got the nice pick off. This is the reveal of the Gobble Up, which is going to be the Ags. Really nice play there, right? Butterfly effect. So this should be okay. Cold Snap, Tornado into the Meteor. They've got Irving, and this song will just slow things down. They got the Cogs, easiest Cog of his life. Yes, you don't have Mortimer Kisses, but the Snapfire Cookie will be there for XCJ. He's going down, but they need D stones. That's the big one. And XCG's next. Yes, he got. And so the song set up into all of that, just really clockwork by IG Vitality here. Just really turning it up. Really nice play here. I mean, yes, it's a 3K net worth lead. Well, getting that T1 is super important because you're literally just choking them out to this point. Doesn't really have much that they can do. I would have maybe looked to have gotten the tier 2 bottom, preferably, just so that you can kind of open things up for the outpost, which is coming up for 20 minutes in terms of that XP. So toss the goggle up. They found September, and he dies. He gets bursted. So the gobble up spit out. It does 400 impact damage, 100 DPS damage, and then you've got the just the play of the Tiny, right? Just this Avalanche Toss combo, which does a ton of damage in and of itself, and that's just the amount of burst that he has with 1,000. That's easy peasy. So you do need to be a little bit careful in terms of how you want to approach this. And plus, he could just Avalanche Toss combo you, and then maybe even blink out if he's fast enough. So, again, just the reason why teams, at least in SEA, or, sorry, this is China right here, but just the power of Snapfire. It's so good. It's so good. Like, he's good in almost any lane. Looks like they're going to get some sentries here. Was that a sentry? What is this? Why? What the? That's, okay, that's definitely a sentry. I mean, right? Wow. This is a bug, maybe? I mean, I understand it's a language thing, but interesting. Okay, why? Huh. Alright, so they're going to look to turn it up. Perfect. Doodle, I really like this play. Push out the T2. Force some sort of rotation. Make sure you pick this off. Turn it back on. And, looks like they're smoking up. They want to get something, but Doodle backs here. Is in no real danger, but here's the toss. They found Flyby. Moonlight is going to be used. Do they have anything? The Omni Slash is going to be committed as well, but it bounces on the creeps, and he gets to spin away. I don't really think they have anything to stop that for now, but they got the Night Stalker Flyby for the position 5, so a pretty good trade so far. Last is looking for him. That was, whoa, I don't know why he went for that. It's right into the creeps there. He just popped out of Moonlight just to hit the neutrals for some reason, but so low. So low. Doodle was playing a little scared. Alright, he's going to come back. Hopefully he gets this. I really want this T2 because, again, just denying this XP at this stage of the game, pretty massive. God King is within, but you do have DD, and he just has Battle Fury, which is, look at how much damage he's taking from all these illusions. Doodle's like, shit, I could have fought. He's got Manta as well, just KYXY. KYQX, excuse me. Moonlight. Oh, sorry, they got the gobble up, and they found the Juggernaut. The hookshot is probably going to kid his own teammate, but it doesn't really matter. Just very cheeky play. Again, just getting caught out like that. It's like it's a save. It's a, I mean, it's an initiation. It's just, it does so much work, and it's perfect here. Look at this timing. 1930. Make sure you get your T2. Back up. Get this outpost perfectly in time for 20 minutes. And seeing as that you've owned this area, like you're almost guaranteed this XP. Very smart play. Like when you make rotations, when you do picks, and you push for objectives, there has to be a reason. And this is one of those long-term cons in terms of just making sure that you get it, and then you also got your outposts, right? So just a very quick play there. D-Stones is going to look to try to make use of the space. He hasn't used his Midas, so shame on this dude. Like, you need to use this whenever it's off cooldown. But yeah, you got to back off here. You got to be super careful. He's going to ghost walk back because they know that something is up. They feel it in their bones. Yeah, there's no way to find this. They're going to TP straight on out and go right into the mid lane. Naga Illusions starting to do some work. They're going to be going to Scotty next. Getting rid of all that vision. Control the game with map vision. Map control and vision. Because he's having a hard time. Juggernaut is going Scotty as well. I mean, that will definitely help, but he's kind of neck and neck with his Snapfire. So he does need to be a little bit careful. Smoke here. Murano's like, oh, I was not invited to this party, but if you can get the snap, that's a pretty nice pick off. They see him, they see him. Gobble up just for the creep, and they're going to loop all the way around. The smoke actually hasn't been committed yet. Sorry, it hasn't been popped. Oh, they turned it around. They found Butterfly Effect. And here we go. Dark Ascension. They're going to look to go this. Oh, but the TPs are instant. And he gets so quick. He's so fast. He's out there. They don't. I don't know if they want to go high ground. They do need to be careful. They don't have the vision for this. They're going to stay on the high ground. But Doodle's like, I don't really care. I can just walk into this. Oh, use my illusions. Fire Blast Doodle. And they're like, that's a raid boss. We can't go for this. And XCJ will be left for dead. Atos there. The tornado just slowing things down, but not really enough for going on. Spit out. They found him. He's been forced away. And they found the Tiny goes in. They got the Dust as well. Cold Snap's going to be committed. They've got him. The Avalanche on D-Stones. They toss him back. Oh, no. And D-Stones is looking to go in. And the arrow, even they sidestep it. This is a perfect Roshan attempt. Or perfect timing for Roshan. And yeah, they should make quick work of this. Especially with Doodle there. Very, very systematic, right? Has both the ultimate orbs here. gotta breathe, man. Gotta breathe, right? You gotta split push. You gotta push things out. Like, if they're off the map, like, Juggernaut probably should be pushing, taking back this outpost, taking as much as he can. Like, this is scary. If I were farming here, and, like, he does not know that he's not gonna waste any time with the outpost. Let his supports do it. But yeah, like, this is too close to the tower. You know somebody's going to rotate here. But it looks like he's going to go in. Like, I would have preferred him to push this so that his creeps are hitting the tower. And then, yeah, you back off. That's fine. Now's the time to back off. And then you go for the jungles. But Bloodlust here. And this is probably the safest place. Yeah, he's stolen a stack here. King size. God King. SZHL. But it's a hard game. There's no space for him to farm. And he's still a ways away from Scotty, especially since this Naga right here is Scottied up as Aegis. This is go time. Glyph's going to be used, but that's just going to slow down what is inevitably going to be a T2 mid. It's going to use some illusions to help push this and then take away the creeps here. And I mean, not really much D-Zones can do. And that's going to be the mid T2 as well. Power the Naga. How are you going to deal with this, right? I mean, Ogre's sticking around, just trying to babysit, you know, God King here. But he needs to force rotations. And just the creeps are there, and it's really not enough. But they're like, all right, we're just going to take the space, and we're going to just trade that for the T2 top for the T1 bottom. Pretty fair trade. I'd take that too, but they do have the clockwork. So they're rocket flaring it as well. So they're kind of pushing it along without actually having to go and leave the lane. And they're just sticking together, making sure that if any fight happens, they've got all 5 within the vicinity. Naga is using the illusions to help push. Who's got Greaves? Who's got Greaves? Was that... Sorry, that was the Viper, right? Yeah, it was the Viper. Okay. And Flyby, man, very little to no impact here. He needs so many items right now. And he just says BKB. That's like his first and only item. Holy crap. Space hasn't really been there for him. Tiny does have Yules if he wants to go. I mean, he's got that in addition to Blink. But they're looking to hunt for the rest of SAG here. They see something is nearby. Oh, last they see him. And they should probably... Oh, but he blinks in blind. And he found him. Dark Ascension is going to be committed. He's get the silence, which is quick fingers. Fire Blast. Sunstrike and all that. And last is going to use himself just to keep himself alive for now. The help is on the way. And they've got the Gobble Up and the Hook Shot. And the Greaves is there. Oh my gosh. Last will survive this. They thought they had it. But Last blinking in blind. Thought he was roughly there. He blinks in again. And Last with that nice play. With that nice little avalanche there. Whoo-wee. That was close. And here's the... Oh, nice little net on God King. Spin or not, he's going to use Alacrity, and he's going to fight these illusions. They're doing a decent amount of work, though. Flyby's in there. But no BKB, no Dark Ascension. Not really much you can do. Doodle's still just like... I'm stronger than you. I got Song. What are you going to do? Smoke here. They're going to try to help out Doodle in the top lane. But they're slowly backing off. Mind you, there's a little bit of a... drops in frames. This is why you can never really play in, like... You gotta play on your server. Like, I'm checking out the China server and being in SCA. Just... It's gonna slow it down. Alright. The Helm. He's gonna go straight up Crimson. Interesting. QIQX. Just going straight up tank. I mean, they don't really need the 4-staff, the typical blade mail, like, that you would get with most clocks. Especially as, like, position 5. God King's gonna walk up. The Omni Slash is gonna be committed, and it just stops. Is that a Swift Slash? No, that was the actual Omni Slash. It just literally stopped. They got a TP. He does get away, but they did get QXCJ. These names are throwing me off. And it looks like this power. I mean, the Greaves has been on point. Like his. I mean, again, I kind of criticize the Viper, but when your game sense is on point, and you can just TP and always be in the right position, Blink, they found the right guy. They tried to go for the toss back, but he was BKB'd, so he's going to back up here. The Ice Wall is going to slow things down. Nobody really wants to commit to that. The Gobble Up, not really doing a whole lot. The Ice Wall is going to expire now. September is going to be within the vicinity. He's got Moonlight, but he gets tossed back a little too far up. He leaps backward, but the Atos is there, and now they've got September with a net. He should go down. Doesn't matter if you have a wand or not. But yeah, you can't. I mean, he thought he was being cheeky because he thought he could just kind of Starstorm and then leap forward, or like leap back. He didn't really, remember the fact that they had a tiny you could toss him. But the hookshot catches out D-Stones, cogs back, and they found him. And last avalanche toss combo. And yeah, Invoker, when he gets in a bad position like that, he can just get bursted. They're going to focus on these Raxes. QI, QX just tanking it. He's like, all right, come at me, bro. Nobody wants to go at him. He's about 60% life. And they're looking to take this first Rax here. They do have the Atos on flyby. But no BKB, no real, I mean, you don't have D-Stones. You're going to have a hard time fighting into this. And he's got Moonshard as well. Here's the TP. And God King is there, but that was a super aggressive TP. I don't know what he was thinking there. I mean, there's really no reason to fight. Oh, he's been netted back. I love the fact that IGV are just focused on these Raxes. Just being, objective-based. Yes, they're not getting baited in by any of these heroes, especially with D-Stones coming back. Perfect time to retreat here. You got what you wanted. You got 1.5 Raxes. You can back up, regroup, get your items, and go back in and again. So, really nice play. I just like the way that they've been coordinated. Making sure that they haven't really committed anything. This was this was not that bad. And now it's just gone. I mean, 3 times the amount of kills. Saga's had a rough time in this. But he does have Scotty. Never say die. God King's been able to, but the burst from the avalanche toss combo, it does a lot, but he's going to spin. He's going to look to fight this. He does have Scotty, but he does need to be careful. He's going down. He does go down. QX is just looking to stand in the middle of all of this. The tornado connects on to 2, but you've gotten 3 already. BKB's been committed by D-Stones, and he's looking to just run away, and it looks like God King is giving up. And yeah, this is okay. So they call GG. Maybe I don't have yeah, I think they have they called it. So IG Vitality, quick game there, just really systematic in terms of how they're playing, and just shows how powerful this team is, and that Snapfire. Really good game. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. If you like what I do, please give a like and subscribe. I'll catch you on Holler TV. I like to be a little bit more regular, just the fact that I've been casting other things and other games as well. I haven't had too much time to stream, so apologies for that, but I will try to keep this going again, especially this week and next week, as that's the only time I have pretty much until the weekends where I'm casting, and I kind of need to save myself for that. Yeah, with my chastity belt and everything. But I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.